Hello class, my name is Rakia Little and I did my presentation on the risk of ingredient shortages in the beverage manufacturing. In my presentation, I will be talking about a time study I did at Ocean Spray in Henderson, Nevada, where I, the engineer, had to do a time study on the filler machine and figure out the downtimes of why the machine would go down. The very first slide is my introduction. Reading over my introductions, I put ingredient shortages pose a major operational and enterprise risk in beverage manufacturing. When critical materials like fruit concentrate, flavor sweeteners, packaging components fail to arrive on time, production cannot move forward. In my experience at Ocean Spray, I witnessed how tightly the production schedule is built around ingredient availability. A single missing ingredient can shut down a filler, interrupt a pasteurist cycle, or delay an entire scheduled run. This presentation explores the risk, its drivers, and how data can help predict and manage this issue. So I just want to present the issue and risk statement forth. The project examines the enterprise risk created by ingredient shortages in beverage manufacturing. Ingredient shortages occur when materials do not arrive in the correct quantity, quality, or timing, and the result is immediate. This could lead to extended downtime, delayed changeover, reduced throughput, increased operational and financial costs. The risk expands across supply chains, operations, and quality, making it a multidimensional enterprise issue. Just going more into depth about the supply chain operations and quality, I've seen this a lot directly in Ocean Spray when it came to different departments communicating. So delayed changeovers could directly affect the maintenance team, which could then directly affect the engineers when it comes to doing a changeover. Changeovers are anything from a change of a bottle size, but also a flavor change. Take, for example, a cranberry juice, cran apple, changing over to cran grape. Those are all different types of changeovers that occur at a bottling plant. Why this issue matters. Ingredient shortages matter because they directly influence a plant's ability to meet production targets. Manufacturing lines rely on a continuous and uninterrupted flow of raw materials. Any disruption upstream translates into downtime losses downstream. Shortages affect output and throughput, labor efficiency, changeover timing, scheduling, planning, accuracy, cost structure, and customer fulfillment. This risk affects both daily floor operations and strategic decision making. The relevance to enterprise risk analysis. An issue is deeply connected to enterprise risk analysis because it requires analyzing the probability of shortages, impact across the production system, the data patterns linking to delays to operational loss, forecast accuracy and supplier reliability, interdependencies between logistics, procurement, and operation, and the risk represents the kind of multi-factor data-driven challenge the course prepares us to evaluate. Contributing factors. Ingredient shortage emerged from several interconnected drivers. I listed a few of them just so everyone could get the full concept. So supplier reliability is very important because if an ingredient is late or incomplete or inconsistent, shipments immediately destabilize schedule. Think of a schedule as if a company ordered 500 bottles of cranberry juice to be delivered to the Meyer. If that is late, that could delay a whole customer from grocery store. Customers won't be able to purchase their cranberry juice. And imagine if it's around the holidays, like around this year. This is why supplier reliability is very important. Agriculture seasonality. Crop yield variations directly impact concentrate availability. Transportation delays, which is such as driver shortages, weather and freight bottlenecks create unexpected disruptions. Inventory accuracy. Incorrect counts or low safety stock make the plant vulnerable. Tight production scheduling. At Ocean Spray, changeovers, CIP cycles, and treetop runs, which is treetop is a different brand than cranberry runs, depends on precise material readiness. Cost volatility. Rising ingredient prices may delay purchasing decisions. Quality and regulatory rejections. Even available ingredients may be unusable if out of spec. These factors highlight why ingredient shortages are not random. They are predictable through data. The data sources I made sure I put it on this slide. Data limitations. There are critical data gaps that limit full visibility into shortage risks. Lack of real-time supplier performance dashboards, no predictive modeling from crop suppliers, limited real-time freight tracking for inbound ingredients, no standardized reporting across ingredient suppliers, delayed or inconsistent data integrations across departments. These gaps weaken forecasting, planning, and early warning capabilities, making ingredient shortage harder to anticipate. Data validation approach. Ensuring the data is reliable is essential for accurate risk analysis. Like my time study, we had to use a tablet, we use WorkStudy plus 7 on Excel, where anytime the machine would go down, that the filler machine would go down, we had to record each small gap, even if it was an increment of a second, 10 seconds. We made sure we recorded that so that we were able to gather enough analysis. So comparing supplier delivery logs to ERP receipts, cross-checking inventory levels with actual consumptions during runs, verifying downtime time steps against ingredient arrival records, flagging outliers like extreme delays or sudden material shortage, and triangulating data from multiple systems, procurement, operations, and quality. This process ensures patterns and shortages reflect true operational conditions. My analysis summary. The analysis reveals several clear insights. Ingredient shortages show strong correlation with production downtime. Seasonal agricultural fluctuations predict variations in material availability. Supplier inconsistency has the highest direct impact on line delays. Logistics disruptions create short-term volatility that's difficult to manage without better tracking, and forecasting accuracy heavily influences the plant's vulnerabilities to shortages. Overall, shortages are not random events. They are tied to measurable, repeatable patterns in the supply chain system. My conclusion. Ingredient shortages represent a high-impact enterprise risk because they directly disrupt production flow. Based on the findings, the strongest mitigation strategies include diversifying suppliers to reduce overdependence, increasing safety stock for high-risk ingredients, implementing predictive forecasting models, strengthening the real-time visibility between procurement and operations, improving communication during planning and changeover. By building resilience in these areas, beverage manufacturers can significantly reduce the risk of ingredient shortages. The data and analysis validate the risk statement by showing shortages consistently cause downtime and delayed changeovers. The impact is measurable through throughput loss and scheduling deviations. Supplier and logistics gaps are the largest contributors. Operational constraints magnify the risks. This improves that ingredient shortages are validated multidimensional enterprise risk. Summary. Ingredient shortages disrupt manufacturing across supply chains, operations, and quality. Through data analysis, the main drivers, supplier performance, seasonality, logistics, inventory accuracy, and production scheduling, can be understood and predicted. By applying enterprise risk analytics principles, the organization can strengthen forecasting, improve procurement planning, and reduce overall risk exposure. This issue demonstrates the importance of using data and analytics to assess and mitigate real operational risk. Thank you. And that includes my slide for the time study that I did with my consultant firm at Ocean Spray at Henderson, Nevada. Thank you for your time, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the rest of your semester. Bye.